traveling the mountains just to find the loudest seas. We set down by the fire, knowing we could aim higher, but we didn't know that yet. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club. I remember the ocean, memories die out too hard. But we were traveling the mountains just to find the loudest seas. We sat down by the fire, knowing we could aim higher, but we didn't know that yet. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club. I'm in a tropic club.
Okay, hello everyone and welcome to the NTR podcast, also known as the Night-Themed Rave. I am joined by... Ooh, the music is a little loud, give me 1 second. You probably can't hear me right now. Okay, hello everyone, welcome to the Night-Themed Rave, also known as the NTR podcast. My name is Raven the Wraith, you can call me Raven. I'm joined by the two usual guests who will introduce themselves now.
How the fuck are we guests? We're here for every episode.
Oh,
We're
sorry.
hosted.
I meant hosts. I'm not... Okay, listen. I'm doing a lot of things on my other monitor right now, okay?
Hello everyone, my name is Lord and Monkey, and I'm as usual very glad to be back, and also very excited because I'm presenting my favorite show ever, Doctor Who.
Doctor Who Omega Law. What?
Karma, present yourself.
I'm Mayor of Karma.
Amazing.
Back.
He is awkward as usual. Alright.
I'm not
So,
awkward.
This
Call it-
episode.
Hello, Flying.
Call it what?
Traditionalism.
Traditionalism?
Call it traditionalism, yup.
That I don't think you know what that word means. Either way, this episode is going to be about Doctor Who Omega Lol. The host of this episode, like specifically, is going to be Lord Head Monkey because he knows more about the episode than we do. I mean, show about than we do. Sorry, I'm really out of it today. Apparently.
I am a massive Doctor Who fan. You have no idea.
I have seen the newer episodes, after the 2005 reboot, up until the Doctor's death, like his actual death. And then he got rebirthed again after that, and that's where I stopped watching.
Wait, you stopped
Seen the-
watching
I've
because the
s- I saw
Doctor
the
came back to
5-minute
life? You
video.
know how often that arrives?
Well, no, because, I caught up, and there was no way for me to watch it anymore without torrenting it.
Yeah.
And I'm
I
not
watched
gonna
a
wait.
5-minute video on YouTube.
Yeah, and Karma watched a 5-minute video that Monkey sent. I watched the video too, by the way, and I knew everything about it already, so that was kind of a waste of my time.
Yeah, well, this was more for Karma, but I decided to tag all of the podcast hosts.
Yeah, I wasn't sure too, so it was alright. I like how it made his main enemy be the Daleks, even though he says it wrong. And he didn't even mention the Cybermen at all, which is the...
Yeah, he
other
didn't
main enemy.
mention the Cybermen.
What?
He never mentioned the Master. He never mentioned the
I don't know who the Master is.
Sontarans. You don't know who the Master is?
I don't remember. It's been a while.
The Master is the opposite of the Doctor. He's a Time Lord, but he's the evil counterpart to the Doctor, basically.
Oh, cool. Does he have the mustache and the top hat?
No.
Oh, I'm sad. Okay, so you gave me a bunch of pictures that you want me to show. I
Yes,
was
they're in
going
order.
to try adding them to the image right now. The first picture. Emotes when, Schmeedy? Emotes when we get someone to fucking... We commission
Drop
someone.
them.
Actually,
Yeah.
that's
I mean,
Actually,
right now the only one we could
he mentions
do,
that.
the only one we
he
could do
mentions
would
that.
be like the logo.
Talking to
basically.
one of my IRL friends about that currently.
Okay.
Hey.
So there's the
That's
first image.
That's an image from An Unearthly Child, the very first episode of the show that came out on the 23rd of November 1963. The show turned 50 in 2013.
Also, it's in black and white.
Yes, because it came out in 1963, and
Yeah.
shows weren't in color in those times.
You know, I'm actually surprised
You mean
that
there
they
wasn't
haven't...
any color back then?
Yeah, color didn't exist. I'm actually surprised there hasn't been digital remasters where they colorize it like they have with like Shirley Temple and these other like American shows from like
Well,
the 60s.
there are some some DVDs that were recovered, but like they kept them as original as possible. Like
Yeah.
I own, because most of the original tapes were lost or erased. So what we see right now, like what I own, was recovered from massive old massive fans of Doctor Who kept those recordings that donated them to the BBC for the sake of history.
I know this is slightly off topic, but I just now noticed that there's a dog in our background.
You've never noticed that?
I've never noticed. I always thought it was a toy, and I just now noticed that it was actually a dog.
Why do you think why do you think there's a bone in our background?
Because it's another toy.
Another toy.
Yeah, a human will play with a bone.
Yeah, that's what Karma does. I put him on a leash
don't
and he
know what
chews
you're
bones.
I would never play with a bone like that.
So November
Never.
1963 was the start of what the Whovians called New Who. No, not excuse me. No, Classic Who. Classic Who is the era between the 23rd of November 1963 and the 6th of December 1989, where the show stopped until 25.
Well, that was a big break they took.
Well, because one of the last few Doctors was before the reboot. Well, not the reboot, before the New Who was a huge flop, and like the show was losing some popularity, and they successfully brought it back in 2005, and it blew up. The 50th anniversary got like over 100 million views or something, like viewers.
I've decided
Like,
to change the monitor, by the way, so you guys can actually see the image now, because I realize you probably couldn't see the image that well.
Yeah, that's good. So yeah, this is what the show used to look like, and I've seen this episode, and it's great.
So,
William
question,
Hartnell.
which one is the Doctor?
See, that's
in
the
this
thing that they
image?
travel around in.
The old
police
fart.
box.
The old fart is the Doctor.
Interesting. You'd figure they'd use a young guy, considering it was like
No.
the first versions.
William Hartnell.
I honestly thought it was the little boy.
No. That's a girl, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say, those are girls in the background.
What? That's
That's a girl, and she's a Time Lord. Anyway,
Oh.
she's the Doctor's granddaughter.
Oh,
the
that's
tiny thing?
something.
The first Doctor was more unique to me, at least, than all of the other Doctors, because he is a young Doctor for a Time Lord. Like the Doctor grows to be like millions of years old. I don't think this Doctor has even hit 200 years old yet.
Yeah, that sounds about right. From what I
So-
remember.
He's really young, and he still has that cockiness that is classic of the Time Lords. Yeah, he does look like a science teacher, but like he's cocky and he doesn't trust humans. He in the very first episode he makes that really clear that humans aren't to be trusted.
So, who is that standing next to the Doctor? Is that his sidekick for this season?
No, those are because well, the Doctor's granddaughter, whose name I forgot, wanted to go to school in a human school because she was curious, and that's what the Doctor did because he cares for his granddaughter. So because the TARDIS that you see in the background, the TARDIS is his time traveling device / spaceship.
police box.
Yes, I'll explain later why it says police box. Like it's a police box, but it's bigger on the inside. You can live in it. It's infinitely big. It is said that if the TARDIS were to land with its true weight, it would fracture the surface of the Earth.
Wow.
Okay, well, I knew it was bigger on the inside because of the 5-minute video.
Like it's that big, and like in there's the library, there's a pool, there's everything. Like that thing runs on a dying star. There's enough space to fit a whole star in there. So you can imagine something probably as big as our sun.
Well, a dying star would actually be... Well, actually, yeah, never mind. It could be smaller. As we say, usually when stars die,
Yeah.
they expand, if I remember correctly. But then I remembered they
Yeah.
could be any size, though, because stars
Well,
can be
because
really
it's a
small.
dying dwarf star technically.
Yeah.
It runs on a dying dwarf star. The two people in between,
So
there's the
it's not
Doctor
that
and
big
her
then.
and his daughter. Yes, he has a grandchild, but she disappears like because she decides to stay on Earth, and we've never seen her again since like mid Hartnell.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. Because she doesn't age, I assume, at the same rate as humans, but I guess she does?
She regenerates like the Doctor.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. What if she regenerates one day, and, like, she just, like, has to make an entire new identity, and, like, she never reaches out to her father this whole time? That seems, like, weird.
Well, like I said, like I've watched some Hartnell stuff that I could recover, but I've not seen the episode where she goes away. So I don't know if she dies, if she tries to, if she decides to stay on Earth, or if something happens to her related to the Time War, which I will get on to later.
Okay. Also, if he
Can
has a
Wikipedia
grandchild
page
that
fix
also...
that?
Right? Probably not, because actually there's so many lost episodes, as Monkey said.
We've never seen the Doctor's children. Neither his first, if he ever had a lover, beside like for the classic Who, we've never seen an actual lover beside the TARDIS.
Which is super weird to me, that we've never seen his kids. They feel
He
like that
makes
would
love
be a big
to his
plot
house.
point.
No, I'll explain later.
No, he just loves it.
So, the two people in between the Doctor and his grandchild are teachers at her school that decided to follow her because like her house, they thought like, what the fuck, her house is in a weird spot or whatever.
Oh.
So they followed her and they just saw her enter a fucking small
Police box.
police box, and then like the TARDIS, because this is a Type 40 TARDIS. At the point where the show is, there's like Type 150. Like this TARDIS was already a museum piece when the Doctor stole it.
I didn't know
He
that.
stole it?
He stole it. Technically, he says he borrowed it, but like,
So he's a
in one
thief,
episode
then.
when the Doctor gets to talk to the TARDIS says, "What makes you think I ever wanted to give you back?"
Alright, so quick question. He stole the TARDIS. Is it ever
Yes.
explained, in the old Who, or the new Who, I guess, about his home planet before its destruction?
Yes, in classic Who, because
Okay.
like I just imagine you know enough about Doctor Who to know about the Time War and what it implies.
A little.
Alright, so yes, we during classic Who we have been on Gallifrey, and during the 25th anniversary that I own as a DVD, you get to go to Gallifrey, and the Doctor has brought some of his companions to Gallifrey, but it's rare. Because like it's the Doctor ran away from Gallifrey to see the universe. So going back to Gallifrey kind of defeats the point.
Well, I mean,
So he's a runaway thief.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
but he helps people for good. He's a good guy. When he wants to be.
Yeah, when he wants to be. That's a natural, or actually a really like he like the name the Doctor like means like healer and everything, but like he wants to help people. He wants to like not that Doctor, but like the more you go, you advance through this theory, the doctors, the more you start seeing that he wants to be that hero, and he becomes that hero just because of his knowledge.
Yeah. I have personally not seen any of the old Who. I tried watching one episode that was on Netflix. I don't remember what season it was or what episode it was. All I know is that it was in black and white, and it had Cybermen in it, and they looked really stupid, and I'm like, alright, I don't want to watch this. And then I realized that Doctor Who had two different versions.
Do you want to know why they look like that?
Because it was extremely low budget?
Not because those are canonically, because they are Mondasian Cybermen. Cybermen are from the planet Mundus, and the ones we see in newer Doctor Who have evolved. They have like upgraded themselves.
Interesting.
But
Okay.
those we see in old Who are
Technology got
considered
better, basically.
Mondasian. What?
Technology got better in the real world, not Doctor Who universe, so they could make better quality robots.
Yeah, but in the Doctor Who universe, it's because they got better. We actually see a Mondasian Cyberman in the 12th Doctor's run.
I don't remember what Doctor is the one where he like officially died. Do you remember?
He never officially dies.
Okay, the one where he was supposed to run out of his 12th life.
Oh, that's the 11th.
Okay.
Matt Smith.
That's where I stopped watching shortly after that, or at some point. I watched like one episode or two episodes after that, if I remember correctly. I'm just trying to like piece together what I can remember still about stuff.
I cleared like the entire New Who in about 5 months.
Oh yeah, I feel like I did the same thing, but I did it like 7 years ago, 8 years ago, something like that.
How many episodes is in New Who?
There's like 8 seasons, right?
There's 13 seasons. We're going to get there's 13 seasons right now. By the way, you can change it to the New Who picture.
Okay.
Still doesn't tell me how many episodes there are.
Well,
This is
there's a lot of episodes. That's all I can say. You need to Google it if you want a more precise answer.
like there's a fuck ton of episodes. Like, and the old episodes were like 25 minutes. Like the Harnell episodes were 25 minutes long. So there's something like 600 episodes with him. Because like now they're 45 minutes to an hour.
I don't care about the old Who.
You should. It's really great.
Yeah, but it's in black and white, and
Well,
it looks low
why.
budget.
So what?
I'm not like you. I'm not into historical things. Is the thing.
Well, I'm just a super fan. Like,
That too.
I'm
yeah.
a Doctor Who super fan. I even own some of the comics.
Do you
that were
have
written.
one of the screwdrivers?
I want to get the Matt Smith screwdriver or the Tennant screwdrivers, but they're
So
expensive.
that's a no.
Alright, so to
Because-
explain to everyone really quick, you see in this picture, in his right hand, or left, he's holding a little object in his hand that is called a screwdriver. It is the
sonic screwdriver.
Sonic screwdriver, sorry. The Doctor can basically unlock any mechanical door, or I think also non-mechanical.
Basically, it's a super tool that allows him to mess with anything that has a mechanism that isn't wood, because wood is too primitive for the sonic screwdriver to have any effects on.
Yeah.
The other thing that can stop the sonic screwdriver is a deadlock. Because a deadlock is basically like a plot tool to keep the Doctor from entering somewhere and for him to find another way in.
So it's
And
just
it's
basically a
core-solid.
super skeleton key.
Basically, yeah, it's a skeleton key.
It's a skeleton key, but that can mess with electricity. It can mess with anything you.
It's also a hacking
One.
tool, basically.
It's also a scanning device.
That's why I called it a super skeleton key.
So New Who wasn't a reboot. It was a continuation.
Mm-hmm.
Because like
I got that from the 5-minute video.
yeah, but like people that are watching haven't watched that video.
Yeah. So
So
this
it's a
is
continuation.
this is the 9th Doctor.
Yes, Christopher Eccleston.
People say he's the worst New Who Doctor. That's the only thing I can contribute to the conversation at this point.
After this, that Doctor is because like people we had Christopher for one episode for one season in Doctor Who, and in New Who actually all of the Doctors besides Christopher have 3 seasons, so you have time to get attached to that Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
If every time a Doctor has regenerated, I've cried except for Christopher because I never had time to get attached to him. With that being said, I think he has some pretty great episodes.
They should have done it like how they did a Kame Got Kill, where they had like one full episode dedicated to that person, other than the next episode. Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking
You never,
about.
guys haven't seen a Kame Got Kill yet?
I don't know what that
No.
means.
It's an anime,
What's
Raven.
the other name of it?
It's its name.
No.
It's what it's called in English too.
Oh,
It's
okay.
its English
yeah,
name.
I've never heard of it then.
That's the English name.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
It's also its Japanese name.
Yeah, I got that when you said it's also the English name.
Okay. Never seen it? It's
No.
on Netflix. It's pretty good. It's 24 episodes.
I'm still currently watching other stuff, but, you know. Either way, back to Doctor Who.
I'm looking for anyway. Like Yeah, I think the Ninth Doctor wasn't there long, but like he had some great episodes, and he brought Captain Jack Harkness to the show, so that was also that makes him also amazing in his own right.
Yeah, I don't remember any of the Monster of the Weeks with him.
We've met the Slovene, which like basically wanted to destroy planet Earth to sell the irradiated fragments that would come from it.
Interesting.
We've met the Daleks. We've met the Cybermen.
I don't think they were. Does the Ninth Doctor ever see them? I don't think he did.
Ever what?
The Ninth Doctor never fought the Daleks or the Cybermen, I don't think.
No, we've met there's like the second episode of the third episode is named Daleks.
Oh, okay. I'm wrong then.
Who else do we don't meet Davros? I don't think so, at least.
Yeah.
Oh, the face
Or
of Bo.
mechanical beasts.
That's the Dalek. We also
Okay.
meet the face of Bo, which I don't have an image of, but it's basically like a huge head in a tank that has lived for billions and billions of years.
Oh, is this the Doctor that also saw the lady who had the most beautiful skin in the world?
Oh yeah, the trampoline.
Yeah.
Want me to find a picture of that?
No, that's fine. Basically, guys, just imagine a stretched out piece of skin with a face on it, and it's like the size of a desk.
So that's ugly.
Yes.
Yeah, she's considered the last pure human. She had like 700 surgeries to get like this way and survive.
Yeah, that's an image of and of itself.
It is, it truly is.
Should I go to the next image, by the way, or do you want to stay on the ninth?
Yes.
I'm gonna take that as go to the next image.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the Doctor Who promotional for Day of the Doctor.
Yes.
I
this is-
recognize two of them as doctors, and the third one is someone I don't remember.
Yeah, I'll get
Wait,
him
hold
out.
on. Hold on. I'm looking closer. Okay. I've seen that one on the left in the 5-minute video.
That is Matt Stone, I think?
Smith.
Smith.
They never
And
said his
favorite
name.
doctor.
I just recognized the face.
And the one on the
Okay,
right
I
is
just saw the
something
face.
Tennant, right?
David Tennant.
Yeah.
Smith and Tennant are some of my favorite doctors.
That, I think, goes for most of the fandom. Most people consider them the
Yeah.
best doctors.
But Hartnell is my like the Smith and Matt is first, the Tennant is second, and Hartnell is third. I
Okay.
really like Hartnell.
I don't remember what they look like. I would have to see pictures of them to know what they look like.
Well, the first Doctor.
Oh, okay. I also
So
don't know
the
the
fi-
old doctors, so that makes sense.
So, like I said earlier, in 2013, the show turned 50 and is officially the longest running sci-fi show on the planet.
I
That's pretty cool.
mean, I guess you could consider that longest running, but it feels kind of cheap when they like stop for 20 years.
No, but there were movies in between that. There were like 3 movies in between that.
Okay, I guess that's something.
I'm not gonna talk about the movies because I haven't seen them. There were 3 movies that I forgot the names of.
Hmm. Also,
And
I just
that-
want to
that-
point out that the guy in the middle here is walking through an exploding Dalek.
Yes, that should give you a clue as to who it is. He is.
I'm guessing he's the evil counterpart to the Doctor, but I don't remember.
I'm not gonna tell you who he is, but I'm gonna tell you that you're wrong.
Okay.
I think it's another doctor of some sorts, but I know nothing, so I'm probably wrong too.
It also
The
says
50th
Bad Wolf, which I remember being a specifically important thing, but I don't remember why.
That Bad Wolves is Rose Tyler at the end of the first of the new Who. At the end of the first season when she saves the Doctor.
Okay.
So, what is important about the 50th anniversary is it's related to the Time War, and I'll come back to it later, like I said. But this episode, the 50th, changed everything. It changed New Who forever because it brought back something important that I'll get. Well, I'm gonna get to it in the next one. So like, it brought back Gallifrey. Gallifrey. We found that Gallifrey wasn't destroyed, and I'm gonna get it as to why it was destroyed in the first place.
Bye, Flying
Alright.
Halo.
Good night, flying. Yeah, it was also like a huge event for the fans because we got to have two of the best doctors in of New Who on the screen at the same time, and we saw all of the doctors on screen at once in their TARDISes. Have you seen that, Karma, or
What?
no? Not Karma, Raven.
I've seen the episode. I don't remember that though.
You don't remember that scene?
No, I don't.
Well, where all the TARDISes come flying towards Gallifrey?
No, I don't.
I might show it later if because like that's a huge spoiler to show that scene.
Okay.
Sorry, I started tuning Monkey out once he started talking, once he started geeking out about Doctor Who.
The
Fuck
entire
off.
point of the episode? Nice.
Do you want me to send you the video or?
No, it's fine. If you say it's a
Alright.
big spoiler, I don't want to show it.
It's a massive spoiler.
Even though we're technically spoiling everything by just talking about it, but it's fine.
Yeah. So you can change it to the next
Image?
Image.
Okay. I have no idea what this is.
can you zoom in?
I am.
This is an image of Gallifrey.
Oh, okay.
This is one of the Citadel of the Time Lords. This is where they lived.
It's in a giant spear bubble. Wonderful.
I think it's because it's being kept like a snow globe.
Well, I think it's a protection field.
Yeah. I also like how you
Anyway.
can see a tower being warped on the left there.
Mm-hmm. No, it's made like that.
Interesting.
So Gallifrey is the home planet of the Time Lords, and they consider themselves like the oldest and most mighty race in the universe. Some twists to know about the Time Lords. Well, they have two hearts, and they basically Time Lord have an incredible memory. They don't forget anything.
That
They retain
sounds like
everything.
hell.
Okay,
They
good.
retain every single bit
Okay.
of information they know.
And they die permanently.
No.
No,
Even if you
they
stab
don't
them in the
age. They
two hearts.
regenerate.
They regenerate.
They don't age. They regenerate. So when a Time Lord is dying, his cells will all regenerate to a point where even like his sex and his physical appearance will change. And from regeneration to regeneration, the personality will change, but there's always a core personality that never changes.
Like being a good guy.
Exactly, or the master being the bad guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good.
there's no way to permanently kill a Time Lord.
Yes, there is. If you kill him mid regeneration.
Oh, okay.
Or if he regenerates
if he-
12 times.
Yeah, 12. After his 12th regeneration, a Time Lord is supposed to stop living and just age away, unless he's giving a new regeneration cycle.
Which is bullshit, by the way, just point that out.
No, it's not, because like if you analyze it correctly, 11 getting a new regeneration cycle makes perfect sense, because in the Day of the Doctor, Capaldi's Doctor show up, and for the Gallifrey to be saved, they need 11 to regenerate,
Hmm.
and they can do that because like it's not biological, this limitation to 12 regeneration. It's been instaured by the Council of the Time Lords.
Well, that's the thing that bugged me, was that they didn't, I don't think, explain that.
They
When it
explain
was
it
time.
they explain it in the Jodie Whittaker.
I don't remember
season.
who that is.
She's the current doctor.
Okay, that's why. Yeah, I stopped watching, so I wouldn't know that.
You said that their like biological sex could change during the regeneration.
Yes, they can.
So
Kinda cool.
a Time Lord can be a mother and a father.
Like the Master, we got once regeneration, and that gave us Missy, the female version of the Master, and one of the best Masters, if you ask me.
So is this Missy the best master because it's a female and can kick your ass? Or
No,
is
because
there
of her
another reason?
personality.
Okay.
She was great. She was calm, intelligent, collected, but also was like could be incredibly evil or even helpful at times. Missy, I just feel like Missy was a good, very good character. I actually have a Funko Pop of her.
This guy is a Funko Pop collector.
Of course, I have the 10th Doctor, a Dalek, and Missy.
Everyone
That was
point at him
Funko
and
Pop.
laugh. Oh, Funko Pops are really stupid. They're little figurines that look like shit.
It probably explains why I don't know what they are.
Yeah, they're also
Funko Pops are
extremely
fun.
popular. I like
That means what
Figmans
to me?
more.
I live under a rock.
Yes, you do.
I live under a rock.
We know you do.
So the Talmers consider themselves the oldest and most mighty race in the universe. That's their view. Technically they're sworn to only watch and never interfere, which means like they can time travel, and they were the first one to discover time travel, but they're not supposed to interfere in history, like the Doctor does.
Mm-hmm.
The Doctor, because like one of the core personality traits of the Doctor is a problem with authority. He doesn't take well to authority, and that's something that like defines him.
Apologies
And that's
for the
why
flashes.
he ran away and stole the TARDIS. Technically, he stole the TARDIS because like during Capaldi's run as the 12th Doctor, we learned that the Doctor first told the first Doctor tells the current companion of the Doctor that he stole the TARDIS because he had many pressing matters, and he wanted to know why good always prevail when evil is a much more let's say practical way of doing things. Why does good always prevail over evil? And that sent him on his journey, and by the time we get to 12, like I know we don't even know if the Doctor still remembers that, because if he's that old.
Well, he's supposed to remember everything, though, right?
I know, but like that's one thing that like that's a plot hole. Like he's supposed to remember everything, but because I don't know if the companion at times knew that. So she just says, "I really don't think you do remember. Like now, like the current you, I don't think he remembers why he ran away."
Well, I think that with the 12th regeneration, they also, or the 11th regeneration, whatever, they also said something about his memory possibly being wrong because no other Time Lord has regenerated that many times, if I remember correctly.
Well, the Master once was no, scratch that. No, he was never given a new set of regenerations. He was offered a new set, but he couldn't get it because he failed at the mission he was given.
Okay. Should I go to the next image now?
Yeah.
Wait, is this the same?
So-
okay, this is the same as this image.
This,
Technically,
those
you
are-
want us to watch this episode first, or this clip?
well, I'm gonna have you click on them after I've talked about each Doctor.
Okay.
Are they in order?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, they
So
should be.
those are all of the Doctors. First, starting, we have the first Doctor, the one who stole the TARDIS and ran away. I actually did some research to get the actual personality traits. Well, For William Hartnell, I kind of gave my own like cut on it. Like he's like I said, he's kind of cocky. He doesn't trust human, and he's usually closer-ish to what the Time Lord usually is, which is like thinks of himself higher than other races and looks down on everyone else.
So an
That's
overall dickhead.
not a dick, because like he still won't allow people to die in his care, but like he's still a Time Lord. He still acts like he
Okay.
still looks down on people below at times. Right?
So then would a better term be moral person kind
Morally
of thing?
ambiguous.
Yeah, if you
Yes.
want to. By the way,
That's what I was
for
thinking.
the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth Doctor, I didn't take time to do research on them because I haven't watched anything from them. So
You
I
haven't seen the
won't
Fourth Doctor?
from the third to the eighth. I haven't seen anything from them, so I won't like get into them.
I remember people saying that the Fourth Doctor was a lot of people's favorites. That's all I remember.
I know, and because I'm currently trying to collect all of the seasons for Classic Who that I can.
Mm-hmm. I know on Netflix they have some episodes, but I don't know which episodes. So
I'm gonna get into like the second Doctor, and now you're gonna see how much like the personality changes with each Doctor. So the personality traits for Patrick Troughton, aka the second Doctor, is lighthearted, scruffy, and kind of has a hidden dark side. I want you to consider him lighthearted. Patrick Troughton is a Doctor that cares a lot and that doesn't and lost that cockiness and like all high and mighty attitude that is characteristic of the Time Lords.
He got knocked off his high horse and changed.
No, he's been in contact with humans so long that like he became that's when he became kind of the protector of that planet. When he gave himself the mission like to protect the planet Earth. That's when the Doctor started to become that hero. Because like if you haven't noticed yet, the Doctor is a hero, obviously, but he's not a strong hero. Not any of the Doctors that we've seen on screen are physically strong. They are more. He's more of a like, he fights with his intelligence, and one of the core rule of the Doctor never kills. That's one of the core rules of the Doctor.
he doesn't
The
kill
Doctor
humans.
never kills.
Humans.
No, the Doctor never kills.
He kills Daleks and Cybermen.
Those aren't really
Well,
people though; those are machines.
I'm gonna
That's
get
what I'm
into that
saying.
later, but no, he has never killed a Cyberman, not that I know of.
Oh, okay, maybe I'm wrong about that, but I know for a fact he's definitely killed
He's-
Daleks.
Yes, in the Time War, and he might have killed like but like he usually doesn't kill like.
He doesn't kill
He
like
will kill-
nilly-willy. He kills only when absolutely necessary.
No, not even that. Like he only kills like Daleks and Cybermen because like those aren't like a Dalek is a synthetic being and he hates Daleks to death. And even then, like if he can, he won't. If he can have a choice, he won't kill it.
Mm-hmm.
But like for a Cyberman is a human in a suit of robotic armor who was stripped away from everything that makes him a human. Basically, every emotion, every independent thought, and nothing existing there anymore.
Hmm.
You're an empty husk
So it's
in a suit of.
So basically, the best way to describe a Cyberman is a empty human with a suit of metal.
Yeah, it's basically like a robot with a human that uses a human as its core component.
Okay.
So yeah, that's basically how that's the core rule. The Doctor will never kill anyone, and he even despises violence and even more that for the like despise soldiers and guns and stuff. That's after the Time War, and I'm gonna get into that when I'm gonna talk about it also. So if we continue, now we're passing to the Ninth Doctor, aka Christopher Eccleston. And now we're gonna get into the more like intense, like where I got more information because well I've watched a lot more of them. So what's important to know about the Ninth Doctor is the fact that he lives at the aftermath of the Time War. So he's dark. He's a war veteran. You can see when you watch him that he has survivor's guilt. He's very cynical, and compared to other doctors, he's not keen on taking companions. Like other doctors always have companions, and the Ninth Doctor like took Rose Tyler, the companion he got throughout the series. Originally, he was only going to take her on one trip, through the like in the future and bring her back, and then like it went into like a long ass adventure. But like he is still scarred and he doesn't want to bring people into that. That's how I feel like he is. Like he hides that quite well. I think like behind like a happy attitude, but it still shines through when he talks to people. Like if you put on the clip, like I'm not gonna watch Meet You watch the entire clip, maybe just the first 40 seconds.
Okay.
Mum, you're such a liar. I told you to nail that cat back down. We're going to get straight. I didn't read that. No, you thought about it.
What are you doing here?
I live here.
Well, what'd you do that for?
Because I do. I'm only home because someone blew up my job.
Must have got the wrong signal. You're not plastic, mate. No. Bonehead. Bye then.
You inside right now.
Who is it?
It's about last night. It's part of the inquiry. Give us 10 minutes.
She deserves compensation.
Oh, we're talking millions.
I'm in my dressing gown.
Yes, you are.
There's a strange man in my bedroom
Yes, there is.
where anything could happen.
No.
That was weird.
Do you want to
I know that's meet Jackie. Jackie is weird.
Okay.
So I got his personality then.
So you can see what I mean. Like he's not keen on taking companions. He's distant.
It's also keen
Kinda like
about
that in
banging
a-
people's moms.
I like
No,
that a protagonist though.
The doctor is asexual. Like the doctor, like is not interested in women. The only love, his only true love. Well, he gets a woman later on, but like he's still asexual. Like he doesn't care like about like body and stuff. His true love is the TARDIS.
Especially an episode where it comes alive and they have a giant sex scene. It was really awkward.
What?
No, they don't.
They don't. I'm joking.
Oh damn it, Raven! You actually had me there.
Karma, Doctor Who is a family show.
Yeah.
How was I supposed to know that?
Do your research.
Oh, that's boring.
Also, is this common sense?
Yeah.
It's a British show.
It's a British.
It's British.
What does that mean? Aaron?
Because
I
they
get
can't
that.
even say fuck.
Now the best that we got is a character saying bloody hell. So if we move on to like the 10th Doctor, now I feel like you guys will understand like the person what I meant when I described the personality of like 9. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of like that protagonist though, stint but still caring.
I'm sorry, did you want me to show the clip now, or do you want to talk about him first?
For 10, No, I'll talk about him first. I told you I'm going to talk about the character beforehand.
Oh, okay.
So Tenant is vastly different from the well, vastly. He still has like some remaining guilt from 9, but like he's more like the warm, funny, emotional type of doctor. Like he cares deeply for his companions, and even like we assume it's like that because he never finished the sentence, but we assume he at some point fell in love with Rose Tyler. But then she got stuck on another in a parallel universe. So that was actually a really emotional scene. I cried.
Just out of context, though, that's pretty funny. I fell in love with a woman, she got stuck in a parallel universe.
Yeah, he says that at some point, like at someone like that, like he had a previous companion, but then she got stuck in another universe. So he's also in like as dense an anime protagonist. Like imagine Issei. Imagine Issei. He's Issei dense.
Okay. God damn.
Like the second companion he had, she was clearly in love with him, but like he never saw it. He never saw that like Martha Jones was in love with him, and like
God.
he took her to see Shakespeare when Shakespeare was alive, and he took her to all those amazing places, and she did so much effort, and he never noticed.
Or he just didn't
Wow.
care.
No. When you look at him, like he's clearly dense.
Okay.
Like 10 is clearly dense. So he's also a fan favorite. If you hadn't catch that before, 10 is considered one of the most liked. Actually, like he's the number one most liked doctor in New Who.
To many
And
people,
like
he is the Doctor.
Well, they're all the doctor.
No, but I mean, like, the best incarnation of him, I should say.
Yeah, in New Who, yes. And like I said, he also like has hidden guilt, and we get like that is proven to us in the Day of the Doctor, where Bad Wolf calls him the one who regrets, as to the one who regrets what he did in the Time War. This is gonna make sense when I finish with the Doctors and the TARDIS and stuff.
Okay.
So, and like he looks like, because I'm gonna just say it because it's gonna make things way easier. The Doctor destroys Gallifrey.
Okay.
So that's like he regrets that because he destroyed Gallifrey, but to save the entire universe. I'm not gonna say anymore because I'm gonna actually explain it in depth later on.
He probably shouldn't explain it in depth if it's that big of a spoiler.
No, but I'm gonna because like or like anything like I needed it to make sense. And it's like a huge off-screen event.
Okay.
Oh wait, you're telling me that this guy who is the protector of Earth destroyed his hometown,
Planet.
his home planet for preservation?
Because he had to. Yeah.
It's gonna make sense later on, Karma.
It makes perfect sense to me already.
Yeah,
Don't get it.
you just have to know the character.
I don't know the reasoning why, I can take a guess at it, but he definitely does have a good reason for doing it. It's not like he just did it willy-nilly.
Like his warm and funny personality hides this deep regret for what he did in the Time War. And if you want to see that funny personality, you can go to the clip.
Okay.
Like the what do we usually see? Like
Return of the Earth?
yes.
Okay. Let me mute the mic bot. Alright.
The process is simple.
Now then, you lot. Sarah, hold that now. Mickey, you hold that. Because you know why this TARDIS is always rattling about the place? Rose, that, there. It's designed to have 6 pilots, and I have to do it single-handed. Well, if I keep that level, but not anymore. Jack, there you go, steady that. Now we can fly this thing. No, Jackie, no, not you. Don't touch anything, just stand back. Like it's meant to be flown. We've got the Torchwood Rift looped around the TARDIS by Mr. Smith. And we're gonna fly planet Earth back home. Right then, off we go.
That's really good, Jack. I think you're the best.
Alright, you can basically stop it now.
Ah, my ears. Don't know how loud that was for everyone else, but my ears.
Okay, that
So-
just left me with much more questions than answers.
Alright, ask away. Ask away, Karma.
Why is he moving Earth? Why did Earth move in the first place, and why is he moving it back?
Well,
The
Earth got moved because
context.
the Daleks just wanted like to use Earth and 29 other planets to make a huge universe-destroying weapon, because one of the core traits of the Daleks is they consider themselves the supreme race, and every other race needs to be exterminated. Everything that isn't Dalek needs to die.
Fuck those guys.
Like, if you want a good example, think of the Nazis. They were modeled after that ideology.
I mean, I can understand why. I mean, look at what time period it was made in.
And to
The
this
entire
day, they
show.
still... Yeah, well, they... And by the way, I won't comment on what you just said, because historically your comment doesn't make sense, but...
I mean, look at the time period that the show was made in.
Yeah, nearly 20 years after the World War II ended.
That doesn't exclude what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know, but like...
It doesn't make sense either, but it's whatever.
Yeah, they were modeled after Nazis, so like their goal is to have only Daleks remaining as the ultimate race. So that's why they moved planet Earth to use it in that huge weapon system. But then, like, the Doctor of Shit like needed to fly Earth back to its original placement, because like Earth needs its sun, like, and needs to be in the Milky Way. And that shows you how powerful the TARDIS is. It's not called the strongest ship in the universe for nothing. That ship is able to move planet Earth on its own.
Really. I saw that.
I'd imagine that
Yeah,
has
like-
something to do with the density of the TARDIS being turned on for a moment, basically.
Probably, might be. And like you saw, like he said, like, we're gonna fly the TARDIS the way it's supposed to be flown. The TARDIS is supposed to be flown by a Type 40 TARDIS is supposed to be flown by 6 people, and the Doctor usually flies it alone. There's
Does that mean
still
that it's not at its full capabilities when it's
no,
only
it's at,
flown by
it's at
one
its full
person?
capability. It's just that it's when the Doctor flies the TARDIS, it gets extremely shaky. Like everything shakes and vibrates because well, he's running all around the console doing everything on the work of 6 people. And like when you take that into
Okay.
account, like this is real impressive. At least to me, a fan of the show.
I mean, yeah, doing one job that requires 6 people is impressive in its own self.
To be fair, those seem like pretty easy jobs, though, for the 6 people, but...
Yeah, like it's not supposed to be a hard job to fly a TARDIS, but like to the Doctor, like he enjoys it. He really enjoys running around that console and flying that machine. All right, moving to my favorite Doctor and brother. He's gonna be a part of my favorite speech ever I'm gonna shoot you after finishing presenting him. So this is Matt Smith, the 11th Doctor, and the one who made me discover Doctor Who. Actually, I started watching Doctor Who because I wanted to get to his season and watch his stuff, and he's still to this day my favorite Doctor.
Spiff has a question. Did they
Yes.
not mass-produce TARDISes in Gallifrey?
They did, but TARDISes aren't when we get to the New Who aren't common anymore.
Because
But
Gallifrey was supposedly destroyed by that time, right?
Yes, and since basically every Time Lord was on Gallifrey to help with the fighting,
Okay, I have a quick
no
question.
TARDIS survived.
When was it destroyed? Like, which Doctor incarnation was supposed to be destroyed in the first?
No.
Okay, so it's something that happens on screen, or no?
It happens off screen.
Okay. And do
Yes,
we
a
know
war.
which Doctor
The
it
Time War.
happens to?
I do know, and I'm gonna get to it later on.
Okay,
because
sorry.
because you've been asking question about him.
Okay. Back to Matt Stone.
Matt Smith.
Matt Smith. God damn it.
One of the core rules with Matt Smith is the Doctor always lies. The Matt Smith Doctor, this Doctor, is very sneaky, deceitful, and manipulative. That's like a core trait of that Doctor. Like he acts energetic and like puts on that hyperactive persona, but at his core, like he will lie to get out of a situation or try to deceive people. Like some Doctor would
So
just
he's
say
like the evil Doctor in some
no.
cases.
Not in any means he's not evil. Like
Well-
he lied to Rose and to Amy Pond and Rory Williams, his companions at the time, to get them back into the TARDIS to try and save their lives because he was doing something dangerous. He was like, "Oh, I forgot my study screwdriver in my other coat. Go get it." And basically, he said, "Rory, go with Amy. I want her to be safe." And that was just like a pure lie to get them away from the dangerous sentient planet they were on.
I also want to point out he had some of my favorite monsters of the week, so I think he's my favorite Doctor out of the 3 that I've seen.
Which are your favorites?
I've only seen 3 of them, so take a wild fucking guess.
Oh, you don't remember the names?
Matt Stone, 11th Doctor, 10th Doctor, 9th Doctor. Literally in order.
He was also described by Stephen Moffat, who I wrote for Matt Smith and for the 12th Doctor also.
Oh, did you ask me what my favorite monsters were?
Yeah.
Sorry, okay. I just want to clarify really quick. I have diabetes, and I realize my blood sugar is way the fuck off. That's why I'm, like, so, like, shit right now. So I apologize. He had the
simply
Weeping
just
Angels.
don't know what the hell he's talking about.
He had the Weeping Angels that were, like, iconic in culture.
Yes.
He has
Weeping
the
Angels.
monsters that reminds me of the Look-See. Basically, you have to forget about them, otherwise something happens.
The Silence.
Yeah, the Silence.
The Silence.
They looked fucking awesome, and I loved those guys.
Wait, we need to show a picture of the Silence.
Okay, let me Google it. Doctor Who Silence. It's called Silence, right? The Silence Doctor Who. Images. Okay, there we go. What the fuck? That one looks like he's got a dick. Right, this is the image. Oh, wait. Here we go. That's what the silence looked like.
I'm also going to require you to show a weeping angel.
Everyone has seen a weeping angel.
How's a weeping angel?
How do you not know what a weeping angel is? It's the
You know what?
statues that only move when you don't look at them.
They're quantum locked.
What?
They feed on time energy. Can you at least show a Dalek? Because I've been talking about Daleks, but I don't know if people know what they look like. Yes, don't blink.
Doctor Who.
You know that episode, Spiff?
Weeping Angels. So, the Weeping Angels have two different looks, mainly. There's, like, this look. Oh god, this is a really shitty picture. Hang on. Here, there's a better-ish picture. Wow, that's super low quality, but you get the idea. Basically, they look like angels, and they're wearing, like, a dress, and they've got, like, sharp teeth. And then here's what they look like in, like, attack mode, basically, which is the more common version of them. They got, like, claws stretched out, their fangs showing, and, like I said, they can only move when you don't look at them. And then the Dalek...
So that means if you stare at them, then you could
you wouldn't
destroy
die,
one.
But they could also kill you from behind. And then here is a Dalek.
Don't get put in a room with one. Got it.
Yeah, basically...
The thing about the Weeping Angels is, like, they're insanely fast. Like, if you blink, it'll be in front of you.
Don't be stuck in a room with one.
Like this right here is a perfect example of how they kill people. They literally outnumber them, and they just form a circle around you. So if you ever stop looking at one of them, they immediately kill you. Which, by the way, in this picture, neither of them is looking at the one in the back.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong?
Because right now because like the quantum locking on a Weeping Angel works on them also. If a Weeping Angel is looking at another Weeping Angel, they're stuck like that forever. Like those Weeping Angels are gonna be like that forever unless someone moves them.
Oh, okay.
How they actually hunt, like they usually like don't look at each other. They're like usually in lines or in groups, but they all look the same way. They don't like look at each other because it's dangerous for their own lives. But that's not a just a metal can, by the way.
What?
That's just not that. Karma, that's not just a metal can. There's a thing inside that controls the can.
What this golden picture, this golden thing?
That is
the
a Dalek.
That's the armor of a Dalek, and there is like an octopus type of thing inside that controls this entire armor.
I was gonna say it kind of looks like an upside down garbage can.
Yeah, it does. A really shitty garbage can. I compare it more to like a thimble, but you know.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
And Daleks are probably one of the smartest, most dangerous races in the universe. They're
Yet they use a
smart.
fucking plunger for a hand.
Yeah, I've seen them suck someone dry. Like their face went all dry, sucked up. Don't you dare make a fucking lewd comment on that.
Okay, but how does it open a door?
It just shoot it down.
Exactly. They can't even open doors. Lamau technologically advanced my ass.
The Dalek ship doors will just open like when they get in front of it.
Yeah, I know. But still, it's just the fact that they don't have fucking hands that bothers me.
Fair.
Also, they literally look cheap as shit. Even like the newer ones, not gonna lie, they still look cheap as shit.
I really like the design though.
Honestly, the way this one looks right now, it kind of looks like someone threw together like this is from a garbage dump and was like, "Oh hey, haha, here we go."
Yeah, why does it have like electrical tubing around the eye? Like,
I do not
That-
know. I think it's
That's
for
why
us.
I made the comment about them being built by junkyard scrap.
Yeah. Either way.
Spiff. I just saw some. They haven't gone through many remodelings. Like they stayed the same pretty much, but yeah, and the Cybermen have changed. Like if you go to the first Who, there's a Mondasian Cyberman, like I talked a bit earlier about, and then there's the newer Cybermen that like look a lot more advanced.
Okay.
And moving to the wait, I haven't finished with Matt Smith. We got derailed.
Yeah, sorry, you were talking about Matt Smith, but I was being an idiot.
So yeah, Stephen Moffat, who wrote for the 11th and the 12th Doctor, describes the 11th Doctor as an old man in a young body. And that's gonna shine through a lot in the clip you're about to watch.
Also, by the way, I just want to point out, isn't David Tennant and Matt Smith, they look the youngest out of all of the Doctors except for the girl.
The Matt Smith was the youngest actor to be the Doctor,
Yeah.
and Smith wasn't that old either.
Yeah, that's very weird to me, that, like, compared to, like, old Who, they all look old except for, like, one or two of them. Like,
That-
the,
that's a-
1, 2, 3, 4. The
Something
fifth
about
and
the
sixth
Cybermans. I just
Doctors.
looked up what Cybermans look like.
Oh yeah, we
They
didn't
look
show
like
what
a
Cybermen
fucking.
look like either.
They look like a fucking Iron Man suit.
I'm gonna have to disagree with
They-
you.
I mean, look. I mean, just. That's the first thing I saw. I was like, that's an Iron Man suit.
It does look like an Iron Man suit, not gonna lie, though it also looks like there's is also what they look like.
Yeah, if you're going to see a Mondasian Cyberman, like you can show the. Oh, actually, like that. See,
I don't-
that's the.
I don't know what's up with the tubing on the head, but I imagine that has some significance.
That's the thing that negates emotions.
Ah. Oh, right, wasn't there an episode where there was like a good Cyberman because they destroyed it or something? I might
That
misremember.
happened 2 times.
Okay.
With Clara's boyfriend and with one of 12's companion.
Hmm. Well, it wasn't 12th the one I'm thinking of, that's for sure. Okay. We showed off Cybermen.
Yes. Yes, Christopher, the 9th Doctor before Tennant was...
This guy looks cool, by the way. This portrait of him looks really nice. The 8th Doctor?
That is not the 8th Doctor. The
Okay.
one before him is the 8th Doctor.
That is the evil guy, whatever his name was.
That's the War Doctor.
Oh, wait, what?
The War Doctor.
I need you to explain.
The old,
I'm gonna get to
second
it.
old,
Okay.
third old fart in this image, in that image of all 12,
The
13
third
or
one?
however many. Third
And
old fart.
Also,
One on the
Wh-
the first one on the bottom with the gray hair.
Yeah, what about him? That's the War Doctor.
That's one we were just talking about, isn't it?
Yes, that's what we were just talking about. That's why I said looked really cool.
and also, I think to know about Matt Smith is his doctor copes with the blood on his hands from the Time War via traveling and thrill seeking.
Hell yeah, PogChamp. Okay, so you want me to show the clip now? The speech
Yes.
of Akaton?
Yes, that's my favorite clip ever, by the way.
Okay, tell me when to end it.
I think we're watching it through. This is where the 11th Doctor shines the most.
Okay. Or so we're watching the whole clip, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
My
Okay then. That's what I'll do. I will tell you a story. these people who lived in terror of you and your judgment. All these people whose ancestors devoted themselves, sacrificed themselves to you. Can you hear them singing? Oh, you like to think you're a god? You're not a god. You're just a parasite eaten out with jealousy and envy and longing for the lives of others. You feed on them, on the memory of love and loss and birth and death and joy and sorrow. So, come on then, take mine. Take my memories. But I hope you've got a big appetite. Because I have lived a long life, and I have seen a few things. I walked away from the last great Time War. I marked the passing of the Time Lords. I saw the birth of the universe, and I watched as time ran out. Moment by moment until nothing remained. No time, no space. Just me. I walked in universes where the laws of physics were devised by the mind of a madman. And I have watched universes freeze and creations burn. I have seen things you wouldn't believe. I have lost things you will never understand. And I know things, secrets that must never be told, knowledge that must never be spoken, knowledge that will make parasite gods blaze. So come on then, take it! Take it all, baby! Have it! You have it all!
And that was the end of that. So, I have an immediate question.
Yes.
Did he lose his memories from this, or at least part of his memories?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
I hope you guys like sort of like what I seen, because this is my favorite scene from that show. I love the speech of Akaton. I like how much the character shines through, and how old the character truly is.
So...
Okay, the only thing I saw was a man yelling at this strange glowing thing in the somewhere.
Okay, the
Just
thing...
yelling at it, saying, "Take it! Take it all!"
Take his memories. So, there was a giant exploding planet thing?
That's a parasite. It's a parasite. It's a giant parasite that feeds on emotions and memories that hasn't been like passing himself for like a god for thousands and thousands of years. And when the doctor realized that, he decided to stop it.
Was it doing anything bad, though?
Well, the little girl singing?
Yeah?
She was supposed to be sacrificed to him.
Oh, okay, so yes.
She is the queen of the ages. She's basically like the one chosen.
Okay.
And yeah, like because like feeding her to him supposedly keeps him asleep. But then like he decided to wake up, and now the doctor is stopping him. And deciding to stop him by trying to give him his memories. And that's not how he gets stopped. If you want to find out how he gets stopped, watch the goddamn episode. I'm not gonna tell you. But
I think I'm good, because I just got my brain melted by watching that one clip. I think watching an entire episode would melt it even further.
Raven, please tell me you're not like, come on, you agree that like the character shines through.
I'm trying to like still make sense of the scene exactly. But I believe, yes, I am on Monkey's side more than Karma's. Because the guy was literally crying because he was like, take my emotion away from me. Take my
memories.
pain away from me.
Like, he's usually like spunky and happy, but like his pain and who he truly is shines through. Who he is when he is alone shines through so well in this clip.
But that's the thing I just don't understand. Why would someone want to get rid of what makes them who they are?
Because that way he'll save everyone who lives there.
And also so he doesn't have to live with the pain of what he's done.
Yeah. Because don't forget, he killed his entire people.
I still don't understand why he did that part, though.
Don't worry, you're gonna understand soon.
I
Well,
hope so. You keep saying that.
I'm gonna say that now I don't have a clip for Jodie Whittaker, the 13th Doctor.
I was gonna
because
say...
she had a crap run, and I'm not showing those clips.
Wow, really?
Well, she could have been a great Doctor, but she had a crap writer.
Mm. Also, she was the first female, as you can tell by the pictures.
Yes.
I mean, that's not the issue. The issue is that it was crap writing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like, no, there was no stunning episodes. Like, there was like one good one, but like the rest of them were like crap.
Okay, so now we move on to, what's his name?
12, Peter Capaldi.
Peter Capaldi.
Capaldi. Yes, the 12th Doctor. So the first thing you see when you start listening to a Capaldi episode is how cold and calculative he can truly be. He is the Doctor who doesn't have that pain of the Time War anymore.
He also,
like,
from what I remember, has dementia.
No.
He acts like he has dementia, just to be like an asshole, I think.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Okay, that's another question I had. And can these Time Lord people, like, get stuff like that can, like, destroy their memories? Or is that just, like, impossible?
Wait, can you repeat that?
Like, can they get, like, dementia? Stuff like that. Amnesia and things.
I don't know, because they don't get sick like us.
I feel like there was an episode where the Doctor did have amnesia for an episode, but I don't remember.
It was during the Tens run, and it's because he was running from someone and he rewrote his biology.
Oh yeah, also, the silence literally takes your memories, so yes, they can lose their memories.
Well, your instant memory.
Yes, but still memory.
You can remember a silence when you look at it.
By the way, such a fucking cool enemy, still.
Spiff, I feel like we need to geek out on Doctor Who together.
Yeah, you two probably can.
You guys have fun with that.
With Show, you, me, and Show.
Yeah, you guys have fun with that. I'm gonna stick with what I know.
Okay, so tell us more about the 12th Doctor.
Yes. The 12th Doctor, let me get back to my thing. Beside we always like at the start, he's really cold and calculative. He still gets like that throughout the series, but you also see he more and more gets deeply caring and empathic. Like he's the Doctor who's kind and forgiving. Like when he regenerates, the last words he said before, like one of the last words he say, is never be cowardly and remember, be kind. As a message to his next life.
Wait, the 11th Doctor said that, or the 10th Doctor?
No, but Capaldi said that as a message to the next Doctor. When he was regenerating.
Okay.
He also was the first incarnation of the Doctor's second regeneration cycle.
Which means 12 more Doctors, baby!
Well, no, because Jodie's writer did bullshit, and now it's weird. Because he jacked up the timeline.
Oh. Well,
I'm gonna explain it when I get to Chris Chibnall. Which
Yeah.
is gonna be in the Whittaker thing that is coming up soon.
okay.
So yeah, Capaldi, like, some say he had shit writing. Fuck those people. I think Capaldi had some great episodes, like the clip I'm about to show you, where like I think the character of the Doctor shines through in speeches. When the character starting to tell a speech, his life shines through. What he's seen shines through. Like, this clip won't show exactly cold and calculative, but if you analyze it like enough, you will see the caring side of him, and the kindness and forgiveness that he shows. And I want to ask a question before we.
Yeah.
Do you guys see how each character is still totally the Doctor, beside changing in personality so much?
I understand it. The clips you've shown don't see it, though.
Yeah,
I
know,
don't.
Like, the clips don't show it well, but like, each character is different, but they're all totally the Doctor. That's what's fun about it. Like, the Doctor has that core personality that never changes, and then there's the outside personality, like the personality that comes with the regeneration. But his core never changes. He's always a kind-hearted person. It's just that the kind-heartedness kind of fluctuates in between regenerations, depending on his other personality traits. And that's what I didn't like about Jodie. Like, she didn't feel that like that. Anyway, send in the Capaldi clip.
Okay. Let me mute the bot. Okay, and full screen it up.
Let me ask you a question about this brave new world of yours. When you've killed all the bad guys, and when it's all perfect and just and fair, when you have finally got it exactly the way you want it, what are you going to do with the people like you? The troublemakers. How are you going to protect your glorious revolution from the next one?
We'll win.
Oh, will you? Well, maybe you will win. But nobody wins for long. The wheel just keeps turning. So come on. Break the cycle.
Why are you still talking?
Because I want to get you to see, and I'm almost there.
Do you know what I see, Doctor? A box. A box with everything I need. A 50% chance.
For us too.
And we're off! Fingers on buzzers! Are you feeling lucky? Are you ready to play the game? Who's gonna be quickest? Who's gonna be luckiest?
This is not a game!
No, it's not a game, sweetheart, and I mean that most sincerely.
Why are you doing this?
Yes, I'd quite like to know that too. You set this up, why?
Because it's not a game, Kate. This is a scale model of war. Every war ever fought right there in front of you. Because it's always the same. When you fire that first shot, no matter how right you feel, you have no idea who's going to die. You don't know whose children are going to scream and burn. How many hearts will be broken? How many lives shattered? How much blood will spill until everybody does what they were always going to have to do from the very beginning? Sit down and talk! Listen to me, listen. I just want you to think. Do you know what thinking is? It's just a fancy word for changing your mind.
I will not change my mind.
Then you will die stupid. Alternatively, you could step away from that box. You could walk right out of that door, and you could stand your revolution down.
No. I'm not stopping this, Doctor. I started it. I will not stop it. You think they'll let me go after what I've done?
You're all the same, you screaming kids. You know that? Look at me. I'm unforgivable. Well, here's the unforeseeable. I forgive you. After all you've done, I forgive you.
You don't understand. You will never understand.
I don't understand. Are you kidding? Me? Of course I understand. I mean, do you call this a war, this funny little thing? This is not a war. I fought in a bigger war than you will ever know. I did worse things than you could ever imagine. And when I close my eyes, I hear more screams than anyone could ever be able to count. And you know what you do with all that pain? Shall I tell you where you put it? You hold it tight. Till it burns your hand. And you say this: no one else will ever have to live like this. No one else will ever have to feel this pain. Not on my watch. Thank you. Thank you.
And that was the end of that. So, what exactly is
I
happening?
actually really liked that clip.
So in there, the Doctor is trying to stop basically a huge revolution between a shape-shifting race that lives on Earth
Okay, that makes more
and the
sense.
humans.
I was immediately gonna ask, why the fuck is that lady the same lady that I remember from a different series? Or not a different series, different season. But that makes sense.
Because the Clara is still 12's companion for a season.
Oh! Okay then.
Honestly,
like I
that
said,
clip
like-
actually might get me into the show.
Really? I'm glad then.
That was a great clip. I really enjoyed it. Honestly, I could feel the emotions and everything that he was through what he was saying.
When he talks, it usually is like that. When the Doctor does a speech, and 12 is especially good at shedding his emotions through. But when the Doctor talks, it's always like that. His emotion shines through. And like, maybe it's more subtle with Matt Smith for you, but like to me, like Matt Smith's Akhenaten speech is as emotional as what we saw with Capaldi.
I understood
In another
Capaldi's
way.
more.
Yeah, well, you haven't seen the entire episode from Matt Smith, so that
Yeah.
makes it kind of harder to
Oh
understand.
no, I've
but,
seen
like,
the whole episode, I just don't remember it.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like. But Capaldi is really understandable for someone who hasn't seen the show, like.
Yeah.
I think that's why I got into
Resonate with it more.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know, I just really like that speech. I've watched that clip many times. I never get tired of it. Because, like, we can see the kindness and the forgiveness that makes up Capaldi. You can see his kind of asshole part of him, if you want to put it like that.
I didn't see anything like that. I saw a man who was trying to stop something that was unnecessary.
I know, but like you can see like the more like maybe asshole was the wrong word to use. Like maybe the more it did like feel colder at time. If you see what I mean.
In the beginning, I thought he was being sarcastic, but then he started to talk about it, and then when he said that you're exactly right, this is not a game, I actually understood. I was like, oh wow.
And it's so true, as well. Like that tape, those two boxes, which it was a lie, but like he told them that those are rigged to nukes. Destroy any other army, and that was a bluff. There was nothing at all in those boxes. Like,
So then his entire plan was to lie to them, only a partial lie in order for them to stop the fighting.
well, no, that setup was only like, like a bait to try to make them understand, and the Zygon commander, who had taken the form of Clara, opened up the perfect door for him to stop this with when she said, "You will never understand," because no one will understand that more than the Doctor will. Like you don't talk about war and say to the Doctor, "You will never understand." Actually, you don't talk to a new Who Doctor and tell that he will never understand.
Yeah.
Honestly, I might have to watch the 12th Doctor now. He seems like the one I'd resonate with the most.
Well, that's only because you saw a good clip that could stand out of context the best.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
pretty much.
I'll have to see if I can't find from where it started
If you have
again to watch
Netflix,
it.
you can watch it.
Dude, but I don't know if I can watch it in America. I don't know if it's available there.
It used to be, at the very least. That's how I used to watch it.
I don't know. I can check after we're done here.
So, now that we know about the 12th Doctor, and we know your opinions on the 13th Doctor, or I'm sorry, the 12th Doctor and the...
I'm still
13th.
gonna talk about her, even though I don't like her. Like,
Okay, that's
I'm
what I was gonna
go over
ask.
really quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I still watch Whittaker's run. And, like, it wasn't like disgustingly bad. It was all right, but it wasn't like any other run of the Doctor Who. I was like cheering for the Doctor, and I loved it so much. And I've like Jodie is the only Doctor I still haven't gone back to watch an episode. I've seen every other episode at least twice, maybe 3 times.
Wow.
Like I haven't went back to Jodie since then, and also the Christmas special was really disappointing.
They really do a Christmas special? That
They
always
do
ruins
every-
shows.
No, for Doctor Who, the Christmas specials actually always great. They were always great and mind blowing. But Jodie's was written by Chris Chibnall, and he also fun fact, Chibnall was nicknamed the man who killed Doctor Who.
I assume he was the writer then?
Yes, the head writer actually.
Okay.
And I think Jodie's Doctor is described as being dynamic, curious, and caring. I can kind of see that, but I would more say like she feels like a regular sci-fi show with cute monsters and running.
She feels like a, chasing a trope, basically, or chasing a trend.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like Doctor Who is what you're trying to say, right?
It never, like, the Christmas special would have been good if it wasn't Doctor Who. If it was anything else, it would have been amazing. But I watched it, and it never felt like Doctor Who. Not 1 second of it. That was my problem with it. Now, if we talk about Chris Chibnall, he came after Stephen Moffat and Russell T Davies, which were the 2 writers. Russell T Davies wrote for 9 and 10, and Stephen Moffat wrote for 11 and 12. And they both were amazing head writers. They wrote some of the most iconic episode of New Who. Now comes Chris Chibnall, who decides that no, the Doctor is not a Time Lord, he's something else. Fuck you.
How can they just get away with changing it like that, though?
Because he built the entire season around that, around something called the Timeless Child, or something around. The entire season was built around that. It was fucking stupid.
My opinion is that if you have a core purpose of a show, Doctor Who, obviously, its core purpose is its reincarnated doctors, and its Time Lord, and it's
Like
no that
Jodie's
kind of
doctor
stuff. Then you just
felt,
change that all of a sudden,
yeah, it kills it.
ruins the entire show. Like, then people aren't gonna want to go back and watch it. Like your older fans who aren't gonna want to watch the new season. And you're the newer fans who you pull in with this new season, when they go back to try to watch the past seasons, they're not gonna like them either. Just throws into the dead loop.
And who the fuck starts a season, or like a series at like season 13?
Yeah. Well,
I'm just
some
saying.
kids that are starting to get into Doctor Who, like, because Jodie's kind of like was the gateway to a whole new generation of Doctor Who fan, and that's what scares me. Like, cause like Chibnall got kicked out of Doctor Who. Like after this season, he's not gonna be head writer anymore, which I'm fucking glad. Like I honestly, because Doctor Who is huge in England. Like I wonder how that guy is gonna walk in the streets. I seriously wonder how the fuck he's gonna go out of his house as the guy who killed the most iconic show of England.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the British Cook-Off is a more iconic show, I'd argue, but yeah.
And the most iconic sci-fi show, and Doctor Who is still one of the most iconic shows, being the oldest sci-fi show on the planet.
Yeah.
And like that show gets more views. Well, during the prime of the New Who, got more views than The Walking Dead.
It really?
It did. Wait, let me Google it so I actually get the number right. Day of the Doctor.
I just want to say we are approaching the 2-hour mark, by the way, and I would like to wrap up the episode before 2 hours.
Alright.
So you got like 15 minutes.
It was around like
we're almost done here
100
anyway.
million views worldwide when it went live.
Yeah.
Ow. That's a
Also,
lot.
one thing he didn't actually explain so far is that every doctor has a quirk about their clothing, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah. 9, I don't think 9 had one besides his leather jacket.
He had a leather jacket, that was his quirk.
Yeah. 10 was his long coat, his trench coat. Matt was his bow tie. And the fez.
Yes, bow ties are cool.
Capaldi was the sonic glasses. He had sonic sunglasses.
I was confused for a
I
second.
can see
makes
that
sense.
I can see that the guy, the one with the hat, was his quirk. He wore his hat.
No, he had a giant question mark umbrella. I just noticed, actually, the one before him also has a question mark on his, whatever you want to call it, his neck.
No, the doctor you're talking about, his quirk was a celery he always carried in his pocket.
No, that's the one to the left of that one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're talking about the one with the giant question mark.
Yeah.
The one on the very top right.
No. Oh yeah, no. Okay, well, yeah. Okay, I see which one you're talking about.
And then the one next to him has a little question mark on, like, his collar. And
Yeah,
I think the
the
other
king.
one does as well.
Yeah.
But that guy has fucking celery in his pocket.
Yeah, he carried around a fucking stick of celery.
Yeah, that's weird.
Why?
That's much more random than a bow tie or a fez.
Alright, now I have a few minutes to finish this off. TARDIS, big on the inside, it's conscious. The TARDIS is very much alive. And like can react. If the Doctor wants to go back on his own timeline, the TARDIS will react and fight against it.
Interesting.
And the TARDIS is the Doctor's wife, technically. Because he has he's technically married to River Song.
I was about to ask that, because I remember River Song being his wife.
But like the Doctor's true love is the TARDIS. Like
he's married to his
spaceship.
His police. I was gonna say his police box
he's in a
spaceship.
relationship because like The TARDIS is alive. It's a living thing.
Yeah, I got that.
So like
In a relationship
when
with his
Eleven
police box spaceship.
when the TARDIS gives the Doctor a new TARDIS and a new sonic screwdriver at the start of Eleven's run, and Eleven whispers to the TARDIS, "Thanks, dear."
Okay.
Showing that he considers the TARDIS like his romantic companion almost. I've seen Eleven stroke the
So
TARDIS's
this,
console.
so this TARDIS, is it? So it has a personality.
Yeah.
You said. Okay. So then its personality, like, gender, is it like?
Female.
Is it?
Female.
Okay. Okay, that's what I was
Well,
curious about.
technically, because like the one time we saw the TARDIS in a human body, it was a female, and we assume the TARDIS is still a female, but like technically the machine doesn't have sex.
Well, also technically, it is a machine that you like use.
It is a
like
grain machine.
It's a transportation machine, and usually transportation machines are referred to as female.
Yeah.
Like ships, you say
Yeah.
my darling, my beauty, whatever.
Yeah. And also TARDIS means time and relative dimensions in space. The Doctor's daughter actually came up with that acronym.
Hmm. So were they always called TARDISes, or were they called something else in Gallifrey?
Well, in the show, they're all called TARDISes because, for the sake of continuity and not having to always call them, hey, look, it's a time and relative dimensions in space.
Well, no, I mean like, oh, I see what you mean. She made the acronym. Got it.
Yeah, she came up with the acronym, but and everyone calls them TARDISes anyway.
Yeah.
It's just canonically she came up with it. And also, it's stuck as technically the TARDIS has something called the chameleon circuit that allows it to change its appearance to be like camouflaged. But the Doctor's TARDIS's chameleon circuit is broken, so it's stuck as a 1960s police box. And he likes it, so he
Must
never
be really.
fixed it.
That must be really awkward trying to explain it on the street.
I don't know, people never actually realize it. People just ignore it.
I'm
So it's
surprised
one
there
of those
hasn't been
just-
an episode where someone just steals the TARDIS off the street.
Because it's locked.
Oh, right, it's locked. I just remembered. Yeah.
There's a key, and you can't pick that lock.
Can a
Because
sonic
the TARDIS
screwdriver
will
open
keep
it?
you. No.
Oh.
Because like or the Doctor would have done it before, but like the TARDIS, if you try to pick that lock, the TARDIS will keep you from succeeding.
Because it's living, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, I still have 2 more images to go over, and I know they're both about the same person. Do you want me to go
those
to
are
those
for
images?
the Time War. Those are for the Time War.
So, for the last 10 minutes, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, and like the Doctor has companions. They're usually females that helps temper him, and they represent like our vision, like if we were on that journey. And they're as important as the Doctor.
Okay.
Now I'll move to the Time War. Now I really want to talk about the Time War.
Yeah.
Yes,
There's
yes,
still a
the
lot of
prototypes are
things you
cool.
gotta explain about that.
Yes, don't worry. So, the Time War. The Time War is a huge off-screen conflict between the Daleks and the Time Lords, and the Doctor fought in that war. It's a huge, like universe-wide conflict.
Why didn't they show it in like the show?
Because that's the great thing about it. Like, the Doctor commits genocide off-screen, like that great character. Like he's a good, quirky character, but like off-screen he commits genocide.
So they have to show it off. So they have to have it off screen because they don't want to ruin the Doctor's image.
No.
Or is it-
It's just that makes it that much better.
Still don't understand why they showed it off. Why they did put it in the show itself, though.
Okay, Karma, you want the real reason?
Yes.
Budget.
Oh.
Well, also like it was the like the Time War was supposed to start at like when 8 regenerated as a warrior, but like then like Doctor Who like went on hiatus until 25, and when 25 started, like they made it that the conflict happened off screen, and to me that makes it that much better because like you don't see the Doctor fighting, you see the aftermath, what the 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 fighting did to the Doctor.
So did the movies that took place between the two different series, were they like one-offs with the 12th, or not 12th, the 9th Doctor?
No. So, speaking of doctors, you've been wondering what that old man is.
Yes, you call him the War Doctor.
The War Doctor. This is the Doctor that fought in the Time War.
Mm-hmm. And presumably he died before New Who.
Well, no, he regenerated into a...
That's what I meant.
What a quirk about that Doctor is he doesn't call himself the Doctor because, well, he says, I have lost the right to be the Doctor. I have fought so long that I have lost that right.
He fought for like a 20-year war. Did they actually say how long the war took in the show?
An entire, basically like an entire Time Lord lifespan.
Oh, wow, okay.
Well, like one lifetime for a Time Lord.
So, 12 normal human lifetimes, got it.
Yeah, a fucking long time. He is cranky and has a really huge sense of duty, and he really gives off that, like, I'm tired of fighting kind of vibe.
He looks like a grizzled warrior, that's for sure.
Yeah, and like, he has that
I
feeling
get that feeling too.
He has that feeling that
When I look at him, I see, like, old man warrior. I see, like, this retired warrior.
Yeah, like he basically like has that feeling that I need to end the Time War, like at any cost. And like the Time War is important in the 50th, like I told at the start of the episode, I think. And this is the episode. This is the thing that brings. You can switch to the next picture, by the way.
Okay.
This is what brings the last of the Time Lords, where the Doctor is for a while the last living Time Lord. Because like
what's that wand thing in front of him with the red
that
glowing
is called the
crystal?
moment. The moment is a weapon so powerful it developed a consciousness. So imagine using a weapon of mass destruction, of planetary mass destruction, that can judge you while you use it.
Oh, okay.
Imagine trying to use it. That's one of the greatest things about the moment. Like the moment, like, will try to dissuade you from using it and will judge you for it.
So the fact that this so is it confirmed that the War Doctor used this moment weapon?
Well, he thinks he did because like all three of them, you see 3 Doctors on the screen right now, 11, 10, and the War Doctor. All them and all of the other Doctors saved Gallifrey in one way. And you're gonna have to watch the 50th to find out why, unless you guys want me to show that clip.
No, I do not.
Alright. And basically like a Time Lord, like they are all the Doctor. So Matt Smith will remember what happened because he's the most recent Doctor at that time. But 10 and the War Doctor can't retain it because it's not their time. It's not in their timeline yet. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of.
Okay.
Like it's not part of their current timeline.
Yeah.
So they
can't
can't retain that
interfere
information
because it's not part of their timeline.
No, they can interfere.
They can't interfere 'cause
they can interfere, but they won't remember what they did, how they helped. Because like, it's 11 who's supposed to learn that Gallifrey was never destroyed. Like, 10 and the War Doctor are supposed to live with that guilt.
That is weird, but it makes sense.
It's time lock. Basically, a time lock is an event that can't be changed in history.
It's one of those events. Okay.
It's a Nexus event.
Yes.
If you know.
Thought that's what they were called, but I didn't want to get the name wrong and sound like an idiot.
So, the War 9 and 10 and early, but basically like 11 throughout his series until the Day of the Doctor, all think that they destroyed Gallifrey. When in reality, they saved it in a way.
They teleported it.
Yeah, in another dimension. No, in the pocket dimension.
Imagine you're like, oh my god, I destroyed my entire planet. Oh fuck, it's in my drawer.
So, was Gallifrey actually destroyed or
No.
was it not?
No, but the Doctor still thinks it was. Because that's like what he's supposed to live through.
So
Because-
then, are there other Time Lords alive, or is there only the Doctor?
Well, there's the Master, and all of the other Time Lords are still like in that pocket dimension. Because that's the thing, like the Doctor is supposed to go the long way around and think like that he's the last living Time Lord. He needs to go on that journey. So anything that happens with like when doctors meet, only the current Doctor will remember, because the other two, it's not part of their timeline. Yes, so they can't retain it.
Can I show an image of the Master, all of the actors, or is that too much of a spoiler?
Oh no, you can go ahead.
Okay, because I just found this image and I have a question if you can answer it.
No problem.
Let me know when it's up on your screen.
If you are asking about the two burnt faces, I can't help you.
Damn it! That's exactly what my question was. Why is two of them not human?
I guess
I was gonna
because
say,
he's
yeah,
hurt
what's
in a
that?
really bad way.
What the hell is that second one? It doesn't even look human.
It looks like a Dark Souls wraith.
I can tell you
I don't know
about.
what
I
that
know the
looks
first
like.
one. I know the seventh one, and the seventh one, the other one, the ninth one, and the 10th one.
Yeah, this guy looks like a fucking Draco Malfoy. Is that who that actor is?
I don't remember. I know that this is Missy. Right beside him, that's Missy.
Yeah.
And I consider her one of the best masters ever.
I remember her. I don't remember the screaming guy on the bottom right.
Oh yeah, that's from Jodie's run.
Hmm.
And then what? Do you know what sucks?
What?
At the end of 12's run, the Master and the Doctor and it like had mostly like teamed up. And Missy says to her previous incarnation, it's time to team up with the Doctor. And with the next run, Chris destroyed all of that.
Hmm. Yeah, that sounds pretty garbage.
Yeah, it is. Like we've got a trailer for the newest season. I'm gonna watch it just because like I'm a fan and I want to see how he's gonna redeem himself. But I have really low expectations.
Concerning what you said, I wouldn't put that high on the expectation list.
Okay,
Anyway,
closing
we're just
remarks.
about 2 hours.
Yeah, closing remarks. Doctor Who is cool. I'll probably watch it if it's available online.
I'm probably gonna look into it too. I'll probably see if I can't find it somewhere.
I can't wait to talk about it with you guys offline. Like
Definitely
upstream.
DM you a lot of. I'll definitely DM you a lot of stuff about it.
Yeah, DM me
can't
all the
wait.
monsters that you see, dude. I love the monsters. I'm watching. Okay, there's a show. We can talk about this after we end, I guess. So never mind. But there's a show I want to do an episode on, maybe.
Ooh, interesting.
The show I want to do an episode on too, but you guys don't want to.
What's the episode? Or what's the show?
Chaos.
No, I don't want to do that one. Yeah.
I'm curious to know why Raven's against it, but like I guess we're gonna talk about it off stream.
It's mostly just I don't want to watch it.
Oh.
If you guys find me a recap episode, I guess we'll do it, but I really don't want to watch it.
Oh, is it garbage or?
I think it
Oh,
is.
it's an amazing show.
I can't get over the art style.
One of the best parts of it, though. But
No,
whatever,
it's
we'll
the
talk
worst!
afterwards.
Their eyes are terrible looking.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Hang on.
Talk after.
No, I'm gonna show it right now.
Alrighty.
I
Sure
think
you pull up a
this is
good
actually our
image.
longest episode.
Pull up a good image. Fuck you, I'm pulling up like the first image on Google. Alright, where's the podcast? Here you go.
The podcast is on Twitch, Smile.
Why, you're so fucking funny, my guy.
I know, right?
So this is what the characters look like. This is the main
I hate
character.
it already.
And here's a really low resolution image of a better angle. I hate their eyes.
Why do they kind of look like they're from Yu-Gi-Oh?
True.
Okay, that's rude.
No, they
No,
do
it's
look like they're
true.
from Yu-Gi-Oh.
They
Okay,
kind of look like they have
okay.
Yu-Gi-Oh eyes.
Bro, this guy has a fucking gun! Look at his mouth!
That is, he does have a gun. It's like
No, look at the goddamn mouth.
Look at the mouth, though!
It's
He's
so
angry.
bad.
He's pissed off.
That's not piss off. That's just fucking distorted.
Yeah, I'm turning into a monster face. Okay, there is one thing
Okay,
I
he
need
does.
to pull this on a different monitor so I don't spoil anything.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no,
this
there's
image is
an
not one of his
image.
best ones. That's not one of his best images. I tell you that. That's not one of his best.
Wait,
Wait,
that's a dude.
wait. Yeah, that's a guy.
Looks like a she.
It's not. So can I just say his English voice is fucking horrendous?
Why?
I heard it and I was like, oh, that's so bad.
You mean like they like his looks?
Oh, the voice.
You know, is the voice as bad as his looks?
Okay, I think he looks cool. Okay, what the hell is that?
I want to show a good picture of him, but I also am trying to avoid spoilers. There's a monster in this show that I really want to talk about. And I just wanted to show you guys what the monster looks like really quick. But this is the only image I could find from the TV show, and it looks pretty garbage, like quality-wise.
Looks like it's 3D, not anime.
It is.
It looks like crappy CGI.
No, it's amazing CGI. You'll see it. Yeah, you'll see it. It's actually not CGI also, by the way. It's real.
Oh, it's a puppet, basically?
Yeah, it's a puppet.
Oh,
It's
like,
really cool.
like the Jurassic Park T-Rex.
Yeah. Basically, there's a monster in this show that only says the word protein, and he's fucking huge. And he has this hilarious looking smile on his face.
So he just goes, protein!
Yeah, he literally just goes protein as he smashes, like, both people and monsters. It's fucking epic.
Nice.
But I can't show you some of the images, because some of the images are from, like, the last episode, basically. So. Yeah, we'll talk about this, but I fucking love this guy.
So who we rating?
Yeah, so who are we rating?
I'm gonna get the red message out.
Okay, let me close this, move this over to my other monitor, and let's see, we got Girl DM, Coefficient, Stream 4-star, Infinity Chen, Show Tenma. We could raid Show.
Ooh, let's raid Show.
Yeah, or we could raid Borger. It's up to you. Borger or Show?
Let's go to Show.
Alright, we're doing Show then. I have to watch this ad first. Give me 30 seconds, guys. Slash raid Shatenma. Alright, everyone get your NTR raid message ready. Everyone copy and paste the NTR raid. And remember, have a good time. Like, subscribe, give us all your money. I officially am out of money, by the way.
You need to find a job.
I do. I tried doing that yesterday, by the way.
Yeah, the usual strategy is find a job before you run out of money.
Yeah, I know, but things happened. Listen, the D&D books were available for pre-order, and I had to get them.
That's your fucking problem.
We all have a collector. We all have something we have to collect. My collecting thing is D&D.
I collect collectible cards.
Yeah.
I don't collect anything.
Yeah, you're also boring, though.
I'm not boring.
Let's raid! Goodbye, everyone!
Bye.